This breaking news that happened in the last few minutes.
Arne Slot.
Arne Slot. Arne Slot.
Arne Slot. Here we go.
If you have followed the Eredivisie football league based in the Netherlands, you would have heard of the names Feyenoord and AZ Alkmaar. In 2020, before the COVID pandemic seized all the football tournaments, AZ Alkmaar was on his way to scoring a surprising title at Eredivisie. If the season had gone on, the driving factor behind the shocking victory would have been one name: Arne Slot. Liverpool is looking for a replacement for their beloved manager, Jurgen Klopp. In January 2024, he announced his departure from the club, which sent a ripple of apprehension and skepticism throughout the industry. But nobody could have guessed Liverpool's choice of recruitment. Distinctive in his ways, Arne is nowhere near as accomplished as Klopp. So why has Liverpool made this choice? Is it a bad call or a calculated response? Let's explore the hows and whys of this confusing decision. Jurgen Norbert Klopp needs no introduction and is widely regarded as one of the best managers in the football world. Most of his fame can be attributed to his time as the manager of Premier League football club Liverpool. Even before taking his paramount position at Liverpool, Klopp had already been accepted as one of the world's high-end coaches. He had won the Bundesliga multiple times and reached the Champions League final with Dortmund. However, his golden period in the football industry began when he was selected to lead Liverpool in 2015. Before his arrival, Liverpool only had a few significant moments in recent history. They won a League Cup under Kenny Dalglish in 2012 and achieved a little push under Brendan Rodgers in the 2013 to 2014 season. In the 6 seasons before Klopp's management, the club finished in the top 4 only once. Klopp has transformed Liverpool's fortunes and filled their shelves with trophies of great might. After spending years on the sidelines, the forlorn club made a breakthrough under his leadership. He rebuilt Liverpool into one of the strongest clubs in European football and left no stone unturned by winning the Premier League, Champions League, European Super Club, Club World Cup, the Carabao Cup twice, and the FA Cup. But his imprint on the football industry is far more impressive than that collection of trophies he's won. Klopp has immortalised the legacy of Liverpool Club, and his vision has become their motto: our identity is intensity. Consequently, replacing a man of such stature is clearly no easy feat. The news of appointing Liverpool's new manager to replace Klopp shocked the club's fan base. In a perplexing turn of events, the club did not choose a manager of similar fame and achievements as Klopp. Instead, they picked a Dutch coach that not many had heard of. Unlike the ex-Liverpool manager, who has won every major trophy he encountered during his 8.5-year reign in the club, Arne Slot has never even managed outside of the Netherlands. In contrast to Klopp's repeated victories in the Champions League, Slot has only coached 6 matches in the tournament. So why did Liverpool choose to hire Arne Slot? Before exploring the philosophy behind Liverpool's choice of manager, let's explain how the club is not short-sighted and why their decision must have some logic behind it. Liverpool is spearheaded by overachieving individuals capable of foreseeing what their club needs and which coach would be the best bet to bring out the change. Let's take the example of the club's chief executive of football at Liverpool FC, Michael Edwards. The former director of football who has significantly contributed to building the all-conquering squad of the last decade. He is aware of the strengths and weaknesses of his team and how to polish their abilities to excel under a different leadership. Michael Edwards further recruited Richard Hughes as a sporting director who is currently serving the same role at AFC Bournemouth. Similarly, another impressive executive on the team is Will Spearman, the club's current research director. Among his other accomplishments, Will has a doctorate in physics from Harvard. So, the hiring process at Liverpool is in safe hands. No doubt, Arne Slot's procurement as Liverpool's new manager was an unexpected decision. But if you look closely, Liverpool has been looking for someone who could continue Klopp's legacy and found this someone in the form of Arne Slot. Arne was managing Feyenoord Rotterdam, a Dutch professional association football club known for its brilliant tactics, intensity, power, unity, and intelligence. But was Feyenoord always like this? No. Before the arrival of Slot at Feyenoord in 2021, the club was in a shape worse than the current AFC Ajax. The club had embarrassed themselves by procuring the 5th position in the Europa League, had been bankrupt and lost all their respect and prestige in the industry. You can imagine their humiliation when they lost twice to Austria's Wolfsberger, a club known neither for their strength nor strategy. If this wasn't enough, Feyenoord was faring poorly regarding their players. They were not fit nor confident about their style and had recently lost their captain and top scorer, Steven Burgess, to Ajax. In short, the odds were looking really bad for Feyenoord. This is until Arne Slot decided to give the club a head start. Since then, it has been uphill for the doomed squad. Slot sparked a revolution and turned around a situation that looked unredeemable. Under his leadership, Feyenoord reached the Europa Conference League final in the first season since his arrival, before narrowly losing to Roma. In the second season, Orkun Kökçü's transformation has Slot's signature all over it. The Turkish international was always a talented player, but had never before reached his potential until he decided to focus on his fitness and get faster for Slot's high-speed game. His acquired versatility earned Feyenoord a revenue of €25 million, plus add-ons due to his transfer to SL Benfica within a month of his victory at the Eredivisie. Feyenoord had more control, revenue and resources in the third season to excel and went on to win the KNVB Cup. They also finished second behind PSV and qualified again for the Champions League after a 6-year absence. Even before Feyenoord, Slot overachieved in his first role as the head coach. He assisted the second tier, Cambuur, in rising from the 14th to the 3rd in less than a season, and could have also led AZ Alkmaar to win the Eredivisie title if the 2019-2020 season had not been cancelled due to the COVID pandemic. While many would disagree or fail to draw the comparison, Arne Slot resembles Klopp in many aspects. His quick wit, offensive football strategy, heuristic personality, and reliance on skilled assistants made him the ideal Liverpool manager candidate. Another similarity between the two coaches is their poor performance as football players. Slot was a number 10, a slow player who played at average clubs. After retiring as a player in 2013, he started a company selling captain's armbands with his brother and simultaneously worked as a youth coach at PEC. Arne Slot once commented on his philosophy, "I want as many good football players as possible in my team, and I want to make them work as hard as possible. I believe that when we work to perfect our daily habits, we have more chances to cut out luck." Marco van Basten, a Dutch former football manager and player who has been Slot's opponent in various leagues, said about him, "If you get AZ or Feyenoord to play good football, you will also get the big clubs to play good football. I think it would only become easier for him because you have better players who understand what you want sooner. They are often also more stubborn players, but I think Slot is smart enough to manage that." One of the most notable similarities between Klopp and Slot is their love for aggressive high press. At Feyenoord, Slot adapted the 4-2-3-1 structure. Slowly, this transformed into a 4-4-2 press, while at Liverpool, Klopp applied the 4-2-3-1 structure at the beginning but later progressed to a 4-3-3. Klopp's approach ensures a superior goal threat when regaining the ball, and Arne's strategy provides the wingers more structure, support and backup. Just like their high pressing style share similarities, Klopp and Slot both utilise the double pivot midfield formation, but with some key distinctions. Klopp typically uses the double pivot in a 4-2-3-1 formation, with two defensive midfielders sitting behind a single attacking midfielder, the number 10. Their primary focus is on disrupting opponents' attacks and quickly regaining possession, allowing Liverpool to transition swiftly into offense with numerical advantages. In contrast, Slot uses his double pivot midfielders to offer more structure and support to the wingers. They might even push slightly wider at times, creating a temporary 4-4-2 press. This provides more defensive cover and allows the wingers to be more adventurous in attack, knowing they have backup behind them. Slot believes in maintaining control of the match, with and without the ball. Liverpool's predecessor, Klopp, thought that the squad should control the game by dominating without the ball. This strategy disables the opponent teams from creating chances to drive the goal. On the other hand, Arne believes that Feyenoord should possess immense control even with the ball. He believes in patiently building up the goal instead of rushing in to get the ball to the back of the net. Other tactics Arne Slot used throughout his career as a head coach include superior team structure, flexibility, adaptability, and intensity, which are deeply revered qualities at Liverpool. What are your thoughts on Liverpool's decision? Let us know in the comments below, and as always, see you next time.